Queen Sahani, intelligent and restless, reclines in her opulent chambers. Chach, the ambitious Brahmin secretary, reviews scrolls by her side. Sahani softly notes how the kingdom sleeps while opportunities beckon. Chach carefully emphasizes his focus on the king's affairs alone. Sahani notes the king's predictability, contrasting with Chach's fire. There's a knowing look between them as ambition stirs within Chach. Sahani acknowledges Chach's talent and hints at a vacant throne. She gestures from scrolls to him, questioning his true desires. Does he seek service, or does he yearn for command? Chach, pondering, returns the queen's penetrating gaze. The air is electric with ambition as a conspiracy begins to form. The scene ends, shrouded in mystery, hinting at future intrigue. Hajjaj bin Yusuf presides in Iraq, his court bustling. A messenger hastily enters. Shivering and trembling with fear, he had a letter which he handed over to a court minister. Governor.
Disaster.
Pirates attacked near Daybul, exclaims the dust-covered messenger.
Oh.
Master, they have not spared, even the little one Sawyer. Hajjaj, sternly, demands clarification. Speak plainly. What pirates? What disaster? At Daybul in Sind, where Dahar rules, many of our ships has been looted. Men and women are captured ruthlessly. Ships from Serendib, for the Caliph, were attacked. Gifts and people taken. He repeated his words again, to clear himself. Hajjaj's impatience grows, and the attack, the pirates. Pirates, loyal to Raja Dahar, plundered our women and children. The messenger falters. A shock washes over the court. Hajjaj's fury is palpable. He declares, Dahar harbors rebels. This outrage is intolerable. Rising, Hajjaj commands, prepare the army, bring Muhammad bin Qasim. Sin will pay for this defiance, he vows with resolve. The scene ends with steely determination and a call to arms. Dusty plains stretch towards the formidable stone walls of the port city of Daybul. A large Arab army under Muhammad bin Qasim surveys the scene. Siege engines, including a large mangonel, are being prepared. Qasim stands with his advisors, observing the high central temple within the city walls. Advisor 1 notes the strength of the walls and the numerous defenders mocking them from the ramparts. Qasim calmly observes, stating their strength is stone, while theirs is faith and ingenuity. He points to the temple flag, noting its significance as their standard and talisman. Qasim orders the Arusak, a large mangonel, to be aimed at the flagpole. Soldiers maneuver the mangonel into position as siege engineers make calculations. Qasim commands to bring down the banner, believing it will crumble their confidence. The mangonel fires, and a large stone arcs through the air towards the temple. It smashes into the base of the flagpole, causing splinters to fly. The flag teeters and falls from view, prompting a great cry from the Arab army as defenders show panic. Qasim commands to advance the ladders and press the assault, declaring Daybul is theirs. Soldiers surge forward with ladders and rams as arrows rain down, marking the beginning of the battle for Daybul. The atmosphere within the governor's hall in Brahmanabad is one of transition and cautious engagement. Recently brought under Arab control, the hall bears reminders of its native past juxtaposed with its new administrators. Conversations murmur through the air as Arab troops and Sindhi locals, Brahmins and merchants, shuffle about. Tension mingles with respect as eyes frequently dart toward Muhammad bin Qasim, the newly seated ruler. Beside Qasim stands an Arab commander, a loyal second in command. The commander briefs Qasim on the city's state, confirming its security and the accountability of its treasury. With a solemn sense of responsibility, the commander raises questions about the local populace, their sacred sites, and the remnants of Dahar's old administration. Qasim, thoughtful and composed, responds with a measured voice. They are here not simply as conquerors, but as enforcers of justice, guided by Chach and the Caliph's wisdom. He assures that the temples shall remain untouched as long as the jizya tax is paid, emphasizing the protection the local people have under the new regime's laws. Turning his attention to a delegation of Brahmins, Qasim acknowledges their former governance under Dahar and sees their potential value. He encourages continuity in their roles, urging them to administer tax collection with fairness and to uphold justice in their service. His approach offers support rather than erasure of local customs, promising to govern by a set of agreed-upon terms. Surprised by the display of clemency and foresight, the lead Brahmin speaks, gratitude evident in his tone as he pledges loyalty to Qasim and the Arab administration. The promise of mercy and equitable governance alleviates tensions, opening pathways for cooperation and stability. Qasim acknowledges the Brahmins' pledge with a nod, further emphasizing the need for stability in governance. Wisdom, he posits, is essential regardless of one's faith, as they will together build a just polity under the new rule. His eyes meet those of his commander, and within this brief exchange, the inherent challenges of ruling a region far from their native land are understood. The scene fades into a thoughtful silence, leaving behind the notion of a fledgling administration navigating the delicate balance between conquest and justice. The Caliph's court is tense as the Caliph sits enthroned, with courtiers around. Before him stand the two daughters of Dahar, presented as spoils of war. They are young, beautiful, veiled, with eyes burning with grief and cunning. Muhammad bin Qasim is not present. Daughter 1 speaks with a trembling but clear voice, addressing the Caliph as the glory of the Caliphate. She claims they were sent as jewels from the conquest of Sind. Daughter 2 adds that they arrived dishonored, defiled before they could grace the Caliph's sight. The Caliph leans forward, frowning, and demands to know who dishonored them. Daughter 1 accuses Muhammad bin Qasim, the conqueror of their father's kingdom, of defiling them. A shocked murmur runs through the court. Daughter 2 claims that for 3 nights, Qasim kept them, took his pleasure, and deemed them unworthy of the Caliph's gaze after sullying them himself. The Caliph's eyes blaze with fury at the alleged violation. The Caliph, enraged by the perceived slight to his authority, rises and condemns Qasim for reserving the choicest spoils for himself and sending the Caliph his leavings. He calls for scribe to issue a decree. The scribe hastens forward as the Caliph orders that Muhammad bin Qasim be relieved of command, sewn into a raw cowhide, and dispatched immediately to suffocate in his transgression. The daughters exchange a glance of triumph. The Caliph seals Qasim's fate, unaware of the daughters' barely perceptible triumph beneath their veils. The scene fades out, leaving the court in shock and the Caliph's authority asserted.